Coming to your seated posture. Cross legs, half lotus or full lotus. Or you could sit in a chair, arms by your side, palms facing up on the thighs. Or you could lay down in Savasana. Arms by your side, palms facing up, allowing those feet to fall to the side, however they wish, as you take that deep breath in through the belly, engaging the diaphragm, filling up the lungs fully and completely, retaining the breath for a second or two, and then slowly exhale as you contract the ribs and let out the last bit of breath as you pull that belly button in towards the spine. Starting all over again, taking that deep breath in through the belly, retaining the breath, and slowly exhale. Allowing each breath to get heavier and heavier as you sink deeper into your meditation. Focusing on that space in between the eyebrows as you notice the breath. Today we're going to talk about thoughts from Peter Crone again, the mental architect. And given everything that's going on in the world, he was talking about the universal pressures and how it lifts things to the surface. He likes to say that life will present to you with people and circumstances to reveal where you are not free. And where you are not free, that sort of materializes as your fears. And the most common fear is the fear of death, which he says it's an inextricable part of life, especially in all the dualities that we have in this universe. The duality of yin and yang, good and bad, birth and death. The best way to deal with it is to have the death of death itself. So that the only thing left is our relationship to time, which he says is the fear of experience as reality. He always asks what the context of past and future is, because he wants people to know that it only happens in the present. He says that basically past and future are based in words, which is really a form of vibrations. So as vibrational sentient beings in a vibrational universe, he says, if I have a vibration in my head about a future that I'm perceiving that it's not good, what's going to happen? I'm in a state of resistance or a state of suffering, which is the precursor to dis-ease, which eventually creates disease. He says that knowing where the future takes place is key. And it's about an approach or a behavioral adaptation response to a concern of a future that hasn't happened yet, wherein the person modifies who they are, which then becomes an aberration of who they are. So he says you become a different person in order to survive a fictitious idea that you created, that you forgot you created. And the driving force is the inability to deal with fear. The solution is to surrender. Surrender is a byproduct of the release of resistance. He says surrender and acceptance is What's in the way of that is our perspective of how we want things to be. He says it is super liberating when you can get over what is holding you back. That is the death of your persona, or the death of your identity, the death of your beliefs, the death of your aspirations, on and on. He says that is enlightenment. Slowly take that deep breath in through the nose, filling up the lungs, and gently start to contract the ribs as you exhale through the nose, nodding your head right to left, wiggling your fingers, taking one more deep breath in through the nose, and on that exhale, gently open your eyes. Namaste.